What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, and we are live again. We just finished up our live stream pack battle of our Brilliant Stars booster box with Kiwi. I'm gonna drop his link in the chat here, you guys. But yo, make sure you guys go show some love on his channel and hit him up. Let me start up my game here. But what a pack battle that was! Oh my gosh, that was crazy, you guys. Actually, I think I have to put the Brilliant Diamond back in here. I think I've got Sword in here from last night's battles with the IC. Yep. Let me grab my Brilliant Diamond. I'm going to do some Shaymin resets for a little while. Yo, what's up, Dragon King? What's poppin'? Not much. Just finished up a pack battle stream with Kiwi, if you checked it out. That was sick. We got the W, 19 to 15, I think it was. That was crazy. That was a good, really great pack, like Brilliant Stars booster box opening for both of us. Kiwi had probably the best pull with pulling the Rainbow Rare Secret Charizard. Crazy. I was able to pull 2 Secret Rares of my own with the Urshifu and the Galarian Articuno. And then a ton of other stuff. We pulled so many rare cards and things, so just insane, dude. Alright, I think I'm going to turn off the Switch audio and just let the Pokechill rock. Yo, what's up, Supersonic? Back again. What's up? I'm a little more focused on chat here. We were kind of rolling through. We also, we wanted to make sure we were done with plenty of time. Kiwi's got some plans tonight with family, so we were kind of focused on that. So I wasn't fully engaged with the chat. So my apologies there. My bad. My apologies. But let's get into this Shaymin hunt, bro. I don't know how far I'm into this. No idea. A lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I've been hunting this for a week or more than a week. This kid eats a lot of like Asian food on seaweed. Haven't played BDSP in so long, and I don't feel like it after RCS. I don't either, to be honest, but so doing this Shaymin hunt, I'm going to be real. I actually really wish I could get the Shaymin so I could go do some Poke Radars. I haven't done Poke Radar hunting in a while. And RCS is good. Like, I love that game. But at the same time, you guys, like, I'm kind of done with that game. Like, I'm kind of done with RCS. I cannot, for some reason, get some shinies that I'm after. Like, is it on this one? No, it's on the other one. Let me just show you something real quick. Let me see here. Hang on a second. Let me show you something really fast on my OLED here. Okay. I haven't posted this yet. I was going to post it on Twitter and stuff, but let me show you this ridiculous situation that happened. Okay, check this out. Hide. Okay, 4 Rowlets and a Dartrix and a Rowlet with a secondary horde. Okay, 4 Rowlets, a Dartrix, and a secondary horde. 0 shinies. 0 shinies came from this massive mass outbreak. Crap. It's crap. It's crap, bro. I was like, are you kidding me? All of that, and I still can't get a shiny. That is one shiny I'm still after, which is the Rowlet. And you guys, I have done so many mass outbreaks for it. It's just insane that I can't pull it. I can't get it. I got Pokemon card lingo in my mouth. I did a glitch to get Shaymin early and don't know if I can get Shaymin with this event now. I would say I doubt it, but you could try. I mean, mystery gift the letter from Professor Oak and see if the Shaymin event starts. You might be able to. I don't know. Because you might be able to trigger the Shaymin to show up with the letter. I'm not a fan of mass outbreaks. I have around 8 shinies, but all I wanted was a Zorua. I'm just actually hunt it soon normally. So I also am after a Zorua. I got 2 shiny Hisui and Zoroark from the same outbreak. Back when outbreaks were what they were. And I got 2 from the same one, which is great. But and then like leading up to that, I had never seen a Zorua outbreak, and I think I've seen maybe 2 in the entire time. I have over 400 plus hours into Legends Arceus, and I still can't pull it, you guys. Like I still can't pull it. Oh, it's that guy that shiny hunts. Yo, what's up, California? One sec here. So actually, what I'm gonna do is fix my hair because headphones. I want to just see. I haven't listened to I don't listen to my playbacks anymore. I want to listen. I want to hear what my playback sounds like. So I changed my mic around. I probably connected over here. Okay, I am connected. I just want to hear my stream, hear what it sounds like. I know everybody said it sounded okay in the last stream, but I flipped my mic so it's not underneath me here, so I'm not hitting it anymore. I shouldn't hit it anymore. But I just want to hear the playback. Yeah, what's up, California? How's your Saturday? And then I think I was saying earlier, I've been hunting this Shaymin since not this last Thursday, but the Thursday prior. So like I said, over a week. I've been hunting it for a very long time. And you know, leading up to Gen 9, you guys, I'm not as I don't care as much about tracking the count on my hunt. Because I'm just trying to get it done, honestly. Like, I'm just trying to get it done. I'm just putting my camera away. Okay. So, I just want to hear how I sound. Oh no. What's my latency? It's ultra low. I think I forgot to change the latency on that last stream. I think I was behind. Ooh, that's garbage. All right. It does sound a little... My audio does sound a little echoey. Sounds fine to you? I appreciate that, but I do care about good quality of my stuff. It doesn't sound like I'm like, if I get right here, it sounds, so the thing is the microphone's upside down. It's a little bit away. It's a little bit away from me. I need to have it. I might need to get a new microphone, honestly. Might need to upgrade finally. But all right, but hopefully we can get this Shaymin today. So I do want to get this hunt wrapped up, because as soon as I get this hunt wrapped up, I'm moving back to the Regis. I've been hunting Reggie Steel most recently. Again, like I said, I'm not tracking these hunts because I really just want to wrap them up and get them done before Gen 9. And if I can today, if I have people in chat that want to participate and I want to get into Groudon Dynamax Adventures, I will 100% do that. But I need at least 2 people from chat plus myself, which is 3 people. If I have 1 MP, I think we can usually win with 1 NPC. But I mean, obviously the full 4 people would be great if we could get it. What's the count at? I don't know. I really haven't been tracking. I do about 100 to 150 resets or runaways per hour. In between there, if I'm really focused and paying attention, and I'm not always. So, but I'm probably, if I had to give you an estimate, I'm probably somewhere around between the 2,000 2,500 mark. It's been months, and I haven't even joined very often, and you're still looking for Groudon. I never got it, bro. I never got it, Supersonic. I would join, but I don't have Switch Online anymore. Bro, so many people, for some reason, their Switch Onlines are gone, and they never got it. Like, Barry doesn't have it. Somebody else is telling me they don't have it, too, and then Supersonic now, too. That's funny. So Ferret says they're down to do Groudon, and I know Brayden said he would do Groudon in the Discord. Groudon Shiny doesn't exist. Facts, bro. Facts. I agree with you. Yeah, so I've seen a lot of people get this Shaymin super early. Let me just go back to Discord, and I'm going to mute myself so people don't just come in and are chatting. If they want, I'll unmute when people want to pop in. I think Bishmu was in a battle that they were watching. Bro, that was a crazy pack battle though. That was a crazy pack battle. That was fun. Good to get some retribution. Yo, make sure you guys hit that like button and show some love on the stream. Much appreciated if you do. If you are not subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing. But if you are looking to pay, I also do have memberships available. You can become members. I gotta re-update the perks. But the perks still stand as it is, so if you still want to do that kind of stuff, like member shiny races, things like that. But I think I need to give them an update. Oh, that's my head in the window. Yo, for a second, I thought there was a cat in the window behind me. That's that. I thought there was a cat. Yo, all right. That one got me. That scared me for a second. I'm sure you'll get it soon. I don't know, bro. Like, the thing is, the hard part about that Groudon is that I have to do the Dynamax adventures, which is so time consuming, and it's relying upon people, and that's really tough. So I think, honestly, I have to switch up gears, and I have to do a reset through BDSP. I think I actually have to get to the Groudon in BDSP and do resets there. Which I have no idea how to... I haven't looked into the legendaries of BDSP at all. I don't know how to trigger the Groudon or get to the Groudon. I don't know, like, you buy things or something. I have no idea. Although, can't promise much after it being almost a year. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm over 1,000 Dynamax adventures in. Like, I can't believe that. 1 in 100. 1 in 100 are the chances. And hundreds of raids ago, I stopped selecting all the Pokemon. I'm only taking the Groudon. So there's plenty of adventures that I end without anything. So it's crazy. It's such bad luck with this Groudon. I really wish that in the start of Crown Tundra, I would have just focused on Ground. Because I'm not going to lie, it is the #1 legendary I want and have always wanted. Ever since Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I have always... There was like a little bit of me that didn't want it as much because you can't primal it. Like, I love shiny primal Groudon. So good. That lava flowing through with like the black shiny. So good. I will probably buy Switch Online soon because I definitely want to do some Dynamax adventures with you again. Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love that. Yo, Supersonic, are you still in the Discord? I did not finish up my Discord changes. Also, it does look like a good handful of people want to do a karaoke night, so I was thinking about it. And I was thinking about hosting it through the Discord, but also streaming it. I don't know. Not sure. Not sure. We'll see. Another big one that I have to go for through Dynamax Adventures is Xerneas. I need to get that Xerneas. I wish I could, if I could find a Kartana. I'm trying to find Kartana so I can do that one by myself in the side. Like, I can do that one off stream by myself. I don't have to rely on people. Like, get a fire type and I'll be good. But I can't find it. I should be still in Discord. Just haven't used Discord in a while. I'll check it out. Yeah, yo, that's cool. Hello, here's some shiny. Oh, yo, what's up, Ash? Welcome to the stream. Groudon never existed. You can't change my mind. Izzy. Yo, what's up, Izzy? How are you? How's everything at home? Hey, Izzy, Nah, never mind. That'd be like a personal question for Discord. It's about the Russia-Ukraine thing, so it's probably not appropriate to talk about on stream. But anyway, moving on. Izzy, are you still playing some Pokemon? Are you still shiny hunting and stuff, or like what's your situation looking like for Pokemon? You're still shiny hunting Bulbasaur, huh, Ash? Snap. Well, good luck. I hope you get it soon. Apparently I'm not, and actually all my servers are gone for some reason. I think I can get a link invite. I think ! Discord should still work. Tell me if it doesn't, and I'll re-update that. I had a forever invite, so it should work. Commands, custom, Discord. He's doing all right. We chilling and relaxing. I love it. I'm glad that you can do this runaway. It's a lot quicker, but your next shiny hunt is Charmander. Are you going for the Kanto starters? I will say I kind of liked that I could just kind of turn my brain off and click the resets. Now here I have to use the whole entirety of the controller. Bummer. I'm hunting for that dang Dratini. Yo, you're still hunting for Dratini? It's funny. You and me, Izzy. Dratini and Groudon don't exist. They're lies. All right, it must have worked because I saw somebody join the Discord. So my link must still be good. Link must still be good. I still am. Izzy, don't worry. I still haven't gotten Tortuga, Cryogonal, or Groudon. And those are some really extensive hunts I have done. That I still don't understand. I did a couple thousand for Cryogonal before I switched over to Tortuga. Did a few thousand for Tortuga. And yeah. Dratini and Groudon don't exist. Y'all can't change our minds. Facts. You can't change our minds. Can't change our minds. Just telling Ashley I won the pack battle. Back in the Discord, I saw that. I saw you join. So my link still works. That's crazy. I know I've seen other people have trouble with links, and back when I created that command, which was years ago, I need a monster, Izzy. I need a monster. I went and I selected like a permanent invite link and then added it into my Nightbot command. So it still works. Still works. Don't get me started on the dang Eevee. I'd have more luck catching an Eevee in a den. God dang. I don't know like what's going on with my luck. But I was kind of hopeful for a fast Shaymin hunt. I saw so many people getting fast Shaymins on Twitter and YouTube and Reddit and everything, and I was like, let's go. I'm gonna get some fast. Maybe I'll get a fast one too. Nah. Like I'm okay. I'm all right with a couple thousand resets. This is full odds, so. And I don't even have Shiny Charm in this game. Not that Shiny Charm affects this hunt, but. Dang, why am I yawning so much? I'm really thinking of a new name change. We made the Supersonic name when I was really young, and I'm no longer the biggest fan. Just hard to think of an actual new username change. I mean, When I sat down to think of my channel name, it was really hard. I mean, I had a direction I wanted to go with Greninja, but it was tough. I'm really happy though. You know, ultimately, I'm stoked what I came up with on Shiny Shuriken. Like, it's now it's a part of me. Like, you know, my Egg Hunt and Sword and Shield is total dookie. Eggs in general just suck. My last 2 egg hunts were both Unova Yamask, and they both were 1,000+ hunts. Horrible. Horrible. My second one was actually in the 1900s. So it was actually almost 2,000. I think one was 1,100 and the other one was 1,900. Yeah, might eventually report your account to claim the Shiny Shuriken name myself. Wow. You're gonna do me like that? Oh. Man. That's brutal. Years of work gone in an instant. Yo, what's up, Bishby? Smoked Kiwi with the yo, we flamed him. That was a crazy pack battle, but he did win the pull though, because he did pull the Charizard. We won the battle though. We won the battle. We get ourselves to 1-1 all time with Kiwi, which is great. I don't think I've ever lost to Sosa. Sosa's like, I think Sosa's the only other one I've ever done pack battles against. And I did a pack battle against Ashley, but a long time ago. I can't remember who won, Ashley or me. GG's to both. He did get some great pulls, yeah. He pulled that Charizard when I joined the stream for only like 10 minutes. It was pretty crazy, bro. The Charizard was insane. I mean, the Charizard is insane, but also, my favorite moment, honestly, was the first pack. Like, the fact that it started with a shiny Galarian Articuno. Not shiny. The gold Galarian Articuno. Insane, dude. Like, that was funny because my other booster box, if you guys were here the night that I opened one random pack from it, I opened up the box, and the back 2 packs were upside down, and then there was like a pack in the middle, and I was like, look, everybody. So I pulled that one pack out, and I was like, well, let's just open up this one pack. And I pulled the secret rare Galarian Moltres. So now both booster boxes, I started with the Galarian bird, secret rare. We need the Sosa redemption arc. I don't think he's coming back, bro. I think he's done with Pokemon, man. I think he's done with the Pokemon life. I think he's just like playing. I think he just like plays the game because he likes the game and likes to battle. But I mean, I'd be down. I'd be down for a battle against him again. He'd have to buy Pokemon cards, of course. All I need is the Zapdos. Yeah, all I need is the Zapdos now. Boom. We got the 2 secret rare birds. Just need the Zap. I will definitely probably buy some more Brilliant Stars boosters. I would probably get maybe 2 to 3 more because that's a really nice set. It has a lot of great pulls in it. I need the other one of these. I've got the 2 Urshifus. I need the other Urshifu. But yeah, that was crazy. That was fun. That was a fun pack battle. Can I get a closer look of that Batman in the back? Cool, because I am vengeance. This is the, actually. Oh, snap. I still need to clean it. It's just a popcorn tub that I got when I went to Batman on opening night. There's the Riddler, another Batman, another Riddler, another Batman. That's it. It was just a popcorn tub that I got when I went to the movie. If anyone hasn't seen Batman, absolutely amazing. Touche, Robert Patterson. Touche. He did so well. He did so well. Everybody was so... I hate I hate the Robert Pattinson discussions because everybody's like, oh, he's Twilight, he's a vampire, blah blah blah. Like, you guys, everybody forgets, like, these are actors. Like, they play these roles. Like, okay, first off, he was a blockbuster actor. Like, he crushed it as Edward for Twilight. And, like, we shouldn't have been surprised that he was gonna do really well. He's a year 2 Batman. I love that. I love that storyline. Loved it. I think it was just also great. He did so good, my God. He did. I received some comments since I watched it. Early premiere. I'll send it in Discord if you want to see it. Yeah, sure. Sparkly Vampire. He sure did a good Batman. For a sparkly vampire, he did a good Batman. He did excellent. He did an excellent job. He crushed it, bro. Like, that was so good. I was very, very impressed. He didn't have to say a lot. If anybody's a Batman fan, so I'm a big time Batman fan. I'm a huge Batman fan. So I love Batman, and I've watched a lot of the animated movies. I've watched all of the Justice League, the Batman the Animated Series. I mean, all of the watching stuff. Yes, I have read comics. I'm not going to jump into comics because I know that is a money pit. I know I can read them online as well, but I just don't. I have read a lot. Like, I know a lot of Batman lore. I stay caught up on, like, the changes and effects to the Bat family and stuff. I think most recently it's kind of expanded a little bit too much for my taste, but it's still very, very good. Still really good. So anyway, there is a specific Batman movie which a lot of people don't like. It's called Batman Year One, where Batman Bruce Wayne is voiced by Benjamin McKenzie. I think it's the only time he's voiced Batman. If you are a Batman fan, you then also know the show Gotham. Benjamin McKenzie actually plays Jim Gordon, a young Jim Gordon in that Gotham. So this Year One movie was excellent because it kind of has this voiceover from Batman telling about how his experiment is going, because that's what being the Batman is. He's experimenting with saving the city and stuff, right? And I got some serious Year One vibes when Robert Pattinson started talking, and you see that he's actually journaling his experiences as the Batman. So I loved it. I thought that was amazing. Favorite Batman, because not sure if this counts, but my God, I think you mean Red Death cool. My favorite Batman, like my cinematic Batman, animated Batman, comic Batman, what's the question here? So if you just ask me generically what's my favorite Batman, it's Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy's animated Batman voice is, to me, the most iconic Batman of all time. Like, that's the Batman. His voice is Batman. Cinematic Batman. I hear people talk about this all the time, and it gets me really frustrated, but I don't think I can really truthfully pick one, because they all had amazing qualities of Batman, or what I think makes Batman. In my opinion, Ben Affleck actually had an amazing Batman. He was the rich Bruce Wayne who showed up to parties and did all this. He had the look. I felt like he had the presence as Bruce Wayne, commanding, silent. I don't like Bale's Bruce Wayne. I feel like he was overcompensating as the playboy partying Bruce Wayne. Yes, he's supposed to be that style of Bruce Wayne, but it was too much. Like, he needed to dial it back to me. He did better as the movies progressed. For sure. But like when he had the two supermodels swimming in the pool, and then he bought the restaurant, it was a cool scene. Like he buys the restaurant, that's cool. But like then he goes and he gets pulled into the pool and stuff. But then it was also his interaction with Rachel. It was Rachel shows up at the restaurant and he's like arm over each of the supermodels, and he's walking out like, you know, fake drunk, and he's walking out, and all of a sudden his entire demeanor changes, and he gets like, he tries to get super real. It's like, whoa, bro, you're in character. Like you're playing Bruce Wayne right now. You're Batman playing Bruce Wayne, so you need to stop. You can't flip out and be the actual true Bruce Wayne. But I mean, don't get me wrong. Christian Bale's Batman, the Christopher Nolan Batman, was amazing. So good. Everybody says that's amazing. I feel it's a generational thing. If you ask older generational individuals, they'll always say Michael Keaton is the best Batman. I see for it said Ben Affleck was great as Batman. Here's the thing about Ben Affleck. He was the best comic book cinematic Batman. He was the closest to being the true blue comic book style dark villain. The one tough part is they did make him like a serious murderer. The Batmobile having guns, the Batwing having guns, and he's just straight up killing everybody. Like, but there's like one single piece of Ben Affleck's Batman, you guys, that we can all agree. The warehouse scene where he fights everybody. So good. Oh my God. I watched that so many times, you guys, just randomly. Something Batman pops up and I'm like, oh, I should check out that Ben Affleck Batman warehouse scene. So good. So good, bro. Like, it had the Arkham Knight series vibes to it. Just, you know, man, when he grapple hooks the crate, sends it flying, and it just smokes a dude in the face. The punch that like sends a guy's head through the floor. Oh God, it was amazing. It was amazing. But my I mean, Robert Pattinson does give a strong run for the best cinematic Batman we've ever seen. Very, very good. But like what I was gonna say too about all of these Batmans, you have to understand they're all playing different parts of the Batman career. For as stupid as the Justice League arc is in the DCU, for as stupid as that arc is, where they brought the Justice League together, this is an old Batman. He has been doing this for probably a decade. He is a very well-established individual in the entire world, probably. You know, he's at the point where he's so deep into his career, he's crossing lines. He's killing. So he's lost Robin. This is a very, very seasoned Batman. And that plays into everything you see that everybody gets mad about. Everybody gets mad about the killing and all this stuff. Like, this is a different Batman. This is not year one Batman. This is not year two Batman. This is not peak Batman, which could be like somewhere around like 4, 5, 6. This is like 10 plus years Batman. So for me, like, that played a part of it. Robert Pattinson, we find out perfectly, it's year 2. It's his second year being Batman. I think he's a horrible Bruce Wayne. I did not like his Bruce Wayne at all. He had glimpses of a good Bruce Wayne. His relationship with Alfred's odd. His Batman's amazing, though. His Batman is amazing. Yeah. That's why I say I'm like, holistically, when I look at it, like, Ben Affleck is one of the best Batmans, even though people hate that. Michael Keaton, amazing, iconic. We're not going to talk George Clooney or Val Kilmer. No, not gonna talk about it. Adam West, I mean, Adam West holds a spot in every Batman fan's heart, right? Like, he was the guy. Ben and Robert are just so good in their own ways. And that's very key. Their own ways. Yes. They are. They're very good in their own way. Exactly. Still like a lot of the live action. Like, so animated stuff is way better for me. Gosh, what's the new guy's name? Batman voice actor. It's not Kevin Conroy, it's the new one. I know him. He was in a movie I really liked. Not Bruce Greenwood. It's Jason O'Mara. Jason O'Mara is the new he's the new Batman. He's the one that voices Batman right now. And he's very good. The first movie was tough. You know, when we started out with like Justice League War and everything. But then like he's grown on me so much. Like, yeah, I really like him. Kevin Conroy forever though. Who was on another shiny... Apologies if I think that you're two different people. Oh, I must have missed this comment. Sorry, craziest dinosaur. What's up? I don't know. Are you still there? I got destroyed by a Mimikyu. Yes, I did destroy you with a Mimikyu. Sorry about that. I always grew up a lot with the animated versions. Like, yo, what's up, DePontis? I'm good. How are you doing? We're just sitting here chatting about Batman. There's a specific movie, animated movie though, which is Frank Miller's animations from Frank Miller's novel, The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Returns. You guys, that Batman, the Batman who's been retired, he's older, and he comes out of retirement, and he wants to fight the new gang in Gotham, the mutants. If you haven't seen it, oh my gosh, you have to go watch this movie. I think it's a 2-disc set or whatever, but it's so amazing. So there's like a culmination. One movie is basically him fighting the mutants, gangs, getting back into being Batman, all this stuff, and the second part is him fighting Superman. This is the true Batman v Superman. He destroyed me with a sword fetched. Sorry, not sorry, but Izzy. The Batman is the Batman was amazing. So good, all of it. Oh, I should actually tweet that I'm live. There you go. Done. Love that. Why do I keep yawning? Vikings are interested in Deshaun Watson. I don't know how I feel about that. Have I heard of the Sifu? Heard of Sifu the game? No. Sifu the game. Very hard. Nice. Hey, yo. What was I saying? So anyway, yeah. I've loved all of the Batmans. I mean, I think they've all done a great job. Like, you know, the Justice League Batman was, like, in my opinion, like some of the peak animated Batman we get. There's so many iconic Batman moments in everything. A lot of animated Batman movies. I remember Batman v Robin, Under the Red Hood. Probably was too young when I saw, but I still. Yo, Under the Red Hood had a crazy moment. Okay, when he figures out it's Jason. Well, he figures it out very early, but when he's fighting Red Hood at the end, and Jason takes off the helmet to reveal that he's got the Robin mask on. And it's like this moment where Batman still knows he has a task in front of him, so he checks the emotion. But yeah, I don't know. It was really good. Crazy good. Keep yawning. There's one game I would love for you to play, not Pokemon. Maybe you can play with Ashley, and that's Cuphead. Each Batman is special in their own ways, to be honest. They all have so many scenes where it just hits different, right? But that scene where they come through into the bathroom window, or through the bathroom window into the bathroom, and they're fighting in the bathroom. And he just blocks, and then he disorients, and then he beats him into the wall. He smashes his face into the wall, throws him into the toilet, cracks the toilet. That's really hard to do, by the way. That's a concussion right there. And then pushes him through the wall. It's pretty insane. Get a monster. I don't have any. All I have is water. I actually went to bed early last night. I don't know why I'm yawning. Had a full night's sleep. Concussed. Yeah. Robin was 100% concussed. Bro, if you get your head smashed into a tile wall, okay, hard enough that it cracks tiles. He doesn't have a helmet on. It's just his skull, y'all. Okay, so he cracks tiles. Then somebody throws you by the back of the head. They throw you by the back of the head across the room hard enough that your head, okay. And first off, he's disorientated from one. Batman smoked him in the sides of the heads. He went like that. Okay. Then he gets cracked into the tile wall. And then he throws him across the room. Okay, so as he's flying across the room, he doesn't put arms out to break a fall or do anything because he's just been smoked in the head so many times. And then his head hits the porcelain toilet and the toilet cracks in half. Do you know how hard you have to hit a dang toilet like that to break it with your head? And he just gets up and keeps moving. I know it's animated, but that part always gets me. I'm like, oh my God, how is he alive? How is he alive? I know it's an animated universe, but dude. Only comatose. You could have the discussions of Batman for so long. If anybody's watched Peacemaker on HBO Max, the new DC universe, extended universe, Peacemaker with John Cena, Batman's referenced multiple times. It's really good. It's really good. But there's somebody who's asking him do you have a coterie of supervillains? And he's freaking out. He's like, no, I don't have a coterie of supervillains. You know why? Because mine are all 6 feet under. Because Batman doesn't have the balls to do what I do, blah, blah, blah. And it gets to the heart of one of the biggest Batman debates, and I love it, because the debate is that, is Batman doing more harm than good by not killing? Does his cardinal rule actually harm more people than it helps? Because the premise of the Gotham City and Batman and the crime that exists there are that it's ever fluctuating and evolving. He never rids the city because these villains escape Arkham and the other prisons just all the time. They're just always constantly getting out. If you watch the CW's Flash, they have they turn the super collider whatever cells into prison cells. But basically, they lock people up. And in a way, why hasn't Batman done something similar where he creates his own prison? Something that he knows the Joker can never get out of. If he's supposed to be the ultimate genius of the entire comic book worlds, right? There's nobody smarter than Batman. Bruce Wayne is the smartest character outside of, oddities, right? But he's the smartest, just plain old human. It's like, wouldn't he be able to build, like, the joke is always that Batman beats everybody with prep time. If he has prep time for the match, he wins every time, hands down. But like, if Superman breaks through the ceiling and just lasers him in half without any warning or provocation, Batman loses that. But like, you know, so with enough prep time, he could build a cell that holds the Joker forever. Like, no matter the situation, the food, you know, how would he break out? Well, it's probably has something to do with the interaction of when he's fed. How do you dispose of waste? How do you bathe and clean the individual? All of this stuff, right? Like all the normal prison stuff you have to think of that you would have to make sure he doesn't have an ability to manipulate, alter, and therefore escape from. So if he can do that, which he more than likely can because he's freaking Batman, why hasn't he done it? Why keep putting the Joker in Arkham if he keeps escaping? And then why do you keep thinking that the Joker can be rehabilitated if, you know, because you're putting him with therapists, and historically one of the most famous things that Joker has done is he converted one of his therapists into one of the most well-known supervillains with Harley Quinn. It all has to do with Gotham itself. Gotham just is meant to be filled with bad people. Well, and, you know, crime will always go where crime thinks it can succeed. That's a key thing that everyone should know. If you're young, you know, you go to a larger city, it's harder for a police force to combat the crime. You know, when you wonder why, like, Detroit has the highest murder rate or Chicago has the highest murder rate and all this stuff, I mean, they have a harder time fighting it because crime breeds crime, in a way that crime will always bring more crime with it if, in ways, that world sees that it can get away with it in that space. So they see Gotham as like their opportunity to always succeed in one way or another. They have the largest chance of success in Gotham. Are you going to go to Metropolis, which is bright, sunny, happy, never bad weather, and is ran by the strongest superhero of all time? No. He can literally hear you through a wall whispering into the ear of your business partner. You know, you'll never get there. You'll never make it in Metropolis. So there's so many factors that come into it. I feel like it's Gotham's fault for having a crappy security system. I've only watched some of the season 6 of Flash and none of that because the show got so bad. Flash did go downhill later. Batman loves fighting the Joker, maybe. I feel like most of the time it's outside interaction that gets him out. Why anybody chooses to willingly live in Gotham is baffling. Well, why anybody would choose is because of economic situations. Rent in Gotham is probably like, you might get a 2-bedroom apartment for $600 a month. $600 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment? Pretty good. That's pretty good. It's kind of crazy. So, like, you know, you move to Gotham because you can possibly, if you can avoid all the crime and murder and death and the supervillains. But I can't remember who was it. I heard somebody say something about this too. Are you going to move to Metropolis, where the strongest alien and hero in all of existence lives, that brings alien invasions, some of the strongest supervillains in history come there? Like, you have the greatest risk of dying in Metropolis, whereas, like, it could be few and far between, but the biggest events happen you've got Doomsday coming down, destroying buildings. Like, Gotham, you take your chance. You take your chance with the Joker, who's not a super-powered freak. He's just a freak. You take your chance with Two-Face, the mobster who just got acid on his face, or burned, or whatever. You know, you're not dealing with anything crazy. Like, the craziest stuff you deal with is the cryogenic doctor who's just trying to save his wife. And you could honestly look at it like Batman's kind of being a dick by not letting Mr. Freeze do what he needs to do. I think with Flash, they just got greedy. I don't know. I haven't watched enough of it recently to weigh in on that, but it went downhill. I don't know. Even I stopped watching it, and I love DC comic stuff. I haven't watched a lick of Batwoman. I haven't watched any of that. I have watched Titans. Titans has been super good. I'll be excited to see next season. Imagine being in Metropolis. Doomsday just destroys your workplace. Now, yeah, I mean, you could be out of work. Like, imagine being a business in Metropolis. Imagine you run a business. Do you want to put your business in Metropolis where, like, you have to pay through the roof for, like, alien insurance? This part of your contract, sir, is where you're going to pay $16,000 per month just in case Superman destroys your entire building. The one part, like, it's funny because it makes me think of, like, Dragon Ball Z. Like, there's a couple of moments in Dragon Ball Z where they try to take the fight away from the cities. Like, I remember, like, the Cell Saga. The stadium had to be built out in the middle of nowhere, right? So, like, Superman never does that. Like, he's just fighting. Like, some of it is so blatant, too. Like, bro, when in the actual Superman movie, the first one with Henry Cavill, Man of Steel, when Zod pushes Martha, Superman comes just flying in there, billion miles an hour, just smokes Zod, takes him through a grain bin, like a grain elevator grain bin, and for some reason, it explodes. I mean, I'm assuming there's a chemical reaction that causes that, but just absolutely destroys this structure and this business. And then he comes into, like, the city, like, all of that field land that's around. And he takes him into Smallville for, like, let's destroy the city? We've seen that a lot in the MCU dealing with destruction of property. Well, and they address it. They address it in the DC universe, too, with, you know, Bruce Wayne is doing all of this cleanup and stuff. And the MCU crazy, you know, you got the Spider-Man... what was the first one? Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming. You know, you've got the Vulture who is specializing in cleanup and stuff. And I mean, yeah, these superhero worlds are insane. They're insane. How many times has the news building been destroyed and rebuilt? We've seen that a lot in the MCU, dealing just fighting around everyone. Homecoming. I'm just listening because I love the topic of DC and MCU. Became a villain because of the cleanup. I mean, yeah, it's insane. So when somebody asks, like, why you live in Gotham, you deal with the crime, real regular crime, for the risk of, like, the cost of living and stuff. Whereas you move to Metropolis, you're gonna pay higher prices for living there. And you kind of have a greater risk of dying from a catastrophic event like your entire building collapsing. Also, my question is this. All right, when it comes to the Marvel universe and the DC universe, why do these cities keep rebuilding the skyscrapers? Like, it's so evident that they're not gonna last. Like, why? You have people and ships that fly around in this space constantly. Why rebuild the skyscraper? Like, there are even jokes about it in the universe. Like, there have been some jokes in the Justice League one where it was like an under construction building from a prior attack and they got thrown through it. It was like, bruh. Why are you rebuilding it? It makes no sense to me. The one thing also, just this made me think of something else. Side note, you know what annoyed me about the Batman versus Superman Dawn of Justice movie, the Henry Cavill versus Ben Affleck? It made it look like Metropolis and Gotham were just across a lake. from each other. Like, they might be on the bay of an ocean or something, but, like, they're in perfect view of each other. You can easily see it. Either that or Lex was in Gotham, and Gotham goes around the bay, which is the part that I try to believe so that it doesn't bother me, but it in every way makes it seem and appear that Metropolis and Gotham are just across the bay from each other. I hate it. I freaking hate it, dude. I hate that idea. It makes no sense. How would the crime not spill over? Oh. That bothered me so much. More than it should have. At least construction workers get a lot of jobs. Yeah. We gotta Google a map of the DCU. It was so weird. If you go to that scene, it's, you know, Luthor's on top of the building, right? And you can see the storm just pounding down on Gotham, by the way. And it's clear skies in Metropolis. What? I mean, I know that stuff happens for real. Like, I know that's the thing, but it makes no sense. Oh, yeah, imagine running a construction company, but that's a whole nother part of crime. Because then all the mob bosses run all the construction companies. They ride across each other. You're gonna look out your window and see some sort of Joker blimp in your neighboring city. Exactly, and that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, you would have to think that if these two cities are this close, that there would be spillover of the villains. Like, there would be the cliched argument that, you know, these villains don't want to deal with Superman. Like, they're trying in Gotham because they think they can do this, but it's like, bro, you keep getting pwned by Batman. Why don't you bank on the fact that Superman has bigger targets? And, like, somebody like Black Mask. Black Mask would be a really good example. Black Mask is not a supervillain in any way. He is literally just a mob boss. He wants to run a mob. He wants to run organized crime in some capacity. He doesn't even, he has various arcs where he does different stuff, but from a general conception, all he wants to do is just run basic crime. Oh, I just opened up something I didn't want to open. So, like, he could easily take the risk. Black Mask could easily take a risk moving over to Metropolis, trying to run quiet, organized crime that flies under the radar, because Superman doesn't monitor that stuff. If you pay attention to what Batman does, Batman is constantly listening to what the underground is doing. He's constantly listening to the criminal underground, the criminal world. He constantly has intel of what everyone is doing. Superman doesn't do that. He's a reporter, and he gets some stories that lead him in different directions, but he's larger scale. He is worldwide. He is Metropolis, but he's not paying attention to petty crime. He leaves that to the police. So if you're Black Mask, why not move to Metropolis and try and do it there? Like, that seems way more... You take the risk of, like, catastrophic destruction from an alien invasion, but I feel like you have a higher chance of success running organized crime out of Metropolis. That's just me. Same with Two-Face, Penguin, literally just a deformed mobster and a short mobster. Penguin, probably not the same abilities of Black Mask. No, because Penguin is too in your face. Penguin needs the world to see that he's doing something. Penguin has an ego problem. And Two-Face, it depends on, like, Two-Face has a lot of different arcs and a lot of different personas, kind of, like, or not persona, but, like, he goes through different phases of his character, where sometimes he's that over-the-top blow up a building, everybody knows I did it kind of thing. If you're talking about the quiet Two-Face, yeah, Two-Face could also make a transfer to Metropolis and maybe have a chance at success. Penguin, not at all. Penguin's an over-the-top kind of, I'm going to show everybody what I'm doing, and then I'm going to... Because Penguin has a desperate need to show that he can always rise above the law. He's that mobster that wants to walk down the middle of the street, and the cops stop cars for him. Like, I don't think he would succeed in Metropolis. He'd be too obvious. But like Black Mask, definitely. Or if you go to some of the most iconic mob bosses of the Batman world with Falcone and Maroni, those two individuals, like, there might be a piece of like established development that plays a part in it, but like they've had family business there for so long. So like, are you going to abandon all the real estate you own and everything? But like, personally, I'd start moving. Like, if stuff falls apart in Gotham, then so be it. Take the success of that business and let it diminish over time, but then try to reestablish it as it's diminishing in Gotham, reestablish and develop in Metropolis. It's just Superman seems like he's not the small potatoes kind of guy, so he leaves a lot of that to the police. That, or what's the Coast City? Coast City is Green Lantern. That's another one where I think some of the smaller crime could succeed. I don't think you could do it in Central City. Flash does do a lot of petty crime. Funeral home business must be booming. Bro, facts. If I ever find myself in a DC universe or a Marvel universe, I'm becoming a mortician. Yeah, I'm gonna try and run a funeral business, or a morgue. Not a morgue. What is it? Mortuary? I don't know. I have no idea what it's called. Green Lantern as a city, thought he would be more of a space exclusive. No, he comes from Coast City. Coast City. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's his city. I know a lot about DC, and I mean, Hal Jordan starts. Well, they all start from. Obviously, Hal Jordan isn't a famous one, but Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart. Alan Scott. Capital City. John Broome, Gil Kane. Reinvented it as Hal Jordan. Shifted the origin of the character from fantasy to science. Let me see here. Yeah, Coast City. Okay, I was right. Coast City. And then what was the other one? The first guy was Alan Scott in Capital City. Later, Gotham City, too. Mortuary. Green. Highly doubt villains would have any success in Atlantis, let alone even getting there. Well, the villains that Atlantis has are internal and forever existing because they're also Atlanteans. Those are the villains that he faces. I mean, he deals with like old time stuff. He deals with like think like Roman mythology kind of things, Roman history and mythology, with like usurpers for the throne, things like that. Because there's other people who think he's the usurper. So like this person, if you, not to be basic, but if you think about like the actual Aquaman movie with Jason Momoa, there's a situation where basically it's a fight for the throne, if you don't understand that. And so you have a kingdom of Atlantis where it's actually called a kingdom for a reason, because it still follows the old mentalities. And they're still very, like, you can look at like England that has a queen, a king-queen kind of situation, but they don't have like all of the issues of the old world. They don't have that, where it's constantly people fighting for thrones and things like this. The scuba diving guy with a funny helmet, Manta Ray. And Manta Ray has different personalities, because he can be Atlantean, he's not Atlantean, he's this, that, blah, blah, blah. So, plenty of bad guys in Atlantis. All right, I'm gonna go grab something real quick. I'll be right back. I'm getting cold. I'm gonna grab a sweatshirt too. No shiny. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh my gosh. Squirtle evolved into Greninja. All I have is a Greninja sweatshirt. It's the only sweatshirt I ever bought. What a cool chair. Actually, it's not. I super want a new chair. I really want a new chair. I think they're Herman Miller. Yeah. I want a Herman Miller office chair, but they're really expensive. I need one that's like comfortable, has the back support, because now that I work from home, I need a better chair. These gaming chairs, you guys, as popular and cool as they are, they're not actually the best for your health. Like for your butt, for your back. I got some chocolates. Oop. Oop. Spilling caramel. Yo, does anybody say caramel? Anybody actually say caramel? Would you like a caramel? I wish Double would show up, like, I don't know. You mean the gaming advertising lied to me? Did you get a gaming advertisement when you came in here? Is my monetization on? My monetization's still on. People pronounce it like that? Yeah, people do pronounce it like that. Caramel. Would you like a caramel? That's my fancy people laugh. Oh, here we go. So Bishmi sent me a map. And yeah, so this is like kind of the stuff I'm similar to. Where Gotham is based off of like New Jersey, New York style areas, the upper northeast, and where Metropolis, there's been some people have also said like Gotham could also be a Detroit or a Chicago, which would move it closer to Metropolis, which is based off of Indianapolis. Metropolis could also move into a different kind of theme, but you could base it off of stuff, but the reason it kind of falls into the Indianapolis is because of the location surrounding the area with like so much countryside readily available. British Mac. Yes. No. Yeah. That's the one I'm familiar with as well, Bishmi. Thanks for sending that, dude. But, so the idea that you could see Metropolis and Gotham across of a bay, I was so annoyed by that. Made no sense. None. Genuine question? All right, hit me with your genuine question, bro. How is Amanda Waller not arrested in like any version? Because she's secret government, dude? Why would you arrest the government? She basically has the president on speed dial. She's never gonna get arrested, man. She has government clearance to do basically everything she's ever done. Is it morally questionable? Absolutely. Is some of it probably not approved? Not in every way. Does she give the idea of a little bit about what she's gonna do? Yep. But you guys don't understand, like, take Suicide Squad in the actual cinematic universe. The very first Suicide Squad. It starts with her sitting at a table with generals and stuff and like government officials saying, I'm building a squad. We're going to do this. Instead of using our guys, instead of using our people, we're going to throw out these useless wastes of life because they're expendable but still skilled. If they die, the world's not sad. You know, it's a really mean way of saying things, but that's basically Amanda Waller. So that's why she would never get arrested, dude. Best part was in the Justice League animated movies or animated shows when Batman showed up in her bathroom and handed her the towel as she was getting out of the shower. She's not. Nobody's supposed to know where she lives or who she is, and then he's just in her house. I love it. But she also knows who he is. She can blow the whistle on him anytime. She can alert everybody to who Batman is, where he lives, what he does, who he's with, blah, 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 blah. Also, a great part was when they had the Cadmus Labs episodes with Shadow Wolf. What was his name? Shadow Wolf, I think? Long Shadow. And there's this episode where they're protecting Long Shadow, and Waller says, no, he's coming with us. He goes, no, he's staying with us. And she says, safety's off. And all the soldiers pull up their guns. Batman is just standing there. And Superman and Aquaman and Wonder Woman all step in front, like, really? Safety's off? And he just leans in. He's like, mine are bigger. Like, whoo. What a line. What a line. R.I.P. to the guy whose head exploded first. Oh my God, yes. I'm surprised they killed Captain Boomerang. Yo, what's up, Maria? What was his name? Slipknot. Good God. That is, I don't know much about him. Thank you for proving my point. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. I'm a DC fanboy, and I couldn't get that one. Slipknot. Bummer. A lot of people were mad about that one, though, because I do remember a lot of forums talking about how he was a pivotal villain in many stories, and they killed him off so quickly. Gotta carry in groceries like a good person. Aw, look at California being a good son. Although I do have a question. Barry, where's Barry? Why isn't Barry here? Where'd the Barry at? Shaymin's Cry is your favorite? I mean, I don't know if I have a favorite cry. I mean, Cricketune is pretty well known, but I love the cry that comes after the cry when it sparkles. Barry has no legs. He has to do the carrying. That's funny. Facts. Facts. He's also being a good brother. I just want this hunt to end. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes on Shaymin. I have no idea how many encounters we've done. I'm not keeping track. I think I'll do another 40 minutes of Shaymin and then switch up what I'm doing. I think in 40 minutes I'll pop over to Sword and Shield. We'll get 2 hours of Shaymin hunting in, and then maybe, I don't know what I want to do in Sword and Shield though. Like everything feels so battle specific right now. Like I feel like people are wanting to get back into battling, which I do too. I've been loving the battles. I don't know. Not sure. Not sure. We'll see. We'll see what we're feeling like in a little while. Oh, I can't wait for them to bring home connectivity, you guys. Home connectivity for Legends and BDSP. Oh, it can't come soon enough. I wonder if they'll do these two games like what they did with Let's Go, where it's only transfer out and nothing in. Ah, you know what? I haven't been paying attention to Pokemon Go raids right now today. And that reminds me, if any of you guys get into 1-star fan P raids in Pokemon Go, and we're friends on Pokemon, shoot me an invite. I do have invite notifications turned on, so I should get an invite even if I'm not online. And yeah, I'm just trying to find a shiny Phanpy in Pokemon Go. I've done a lot of raids, but nothing yet. My last shiny was a Snover. What is that? What did I get that in? Legends? Legends. I should update that because my last shiny today, I think, was a Badoo. Flew over a Badoo. I also got I got 4 shinies today. I got shiny Gumi, Badoo, Per Ugly, and freaking Haunter. Freaking Haunter, bro. I have so many shiny Haunters. Data miners found out your Pokemon gets a mark when transferred from Legends to BDSP, so pretty sure it will be possible. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah. I do remember something about that. Like, there should have been connectivity between BDSP and Legends because Legends is the historic version of Sinnoh, so yeah, it makes sense. So I wonder if it will literally be like a transferability from Legends to BDSP. I will say this. I can see Legends not allowing anything to be transferred into that game. Only transfer out. And maybe they open up transferability with BDSP both ways. I can see that. I don't think they'd let you transfer Pokemon into Legends. Plus, what's the reason? There's no reason, because you're not battling. Hisui forms will only be available on Gen 9. Well, yeah, I imagine that one. Makes no sense, but I get it. Excuse me. I don't really know why. Hisui forms are basically Sinnoh forms, right? That's a Sinnoh form. Hisui and Sinnoh are the same thing. So it makes no sense that there's like a Hisui form but not available in current day Sinnoh. Like Hisuian Zoroark. Is Zoroark in BDSP? It's not, right? It's Gen 6. Gen 5. Gen 5. Yeah, it's Gen 5. So that's another thing. There were different generational Pokemon sold as Hisuian versions. I don't know. That's strange, right? That's strange. Am I the only one that thinks that's strange? Weird. We'll see. I'm excited. I really do hope that no proof needed. Yeah. Sorry, I was reading something. So what was I saying? Oh, Gen 9. Gen 9. I got very distracted there. Sorry about that. Gen 9. I very much hope that Gen 9. I know it's not going to have a national Pokédex. I know that. But I do very much hope that Gen 9 has some complete playability. Like, yes, it will bring Hisuian forms, but, like, please just let us play with Pokemon. Like, I want to be able to play with all of the Pokemon. Like, if they keep out something like Smeargle, one Pokemon, no evolutions. It's an interesting one. I could probably find a better example. I don't know. But like I just want to be able to play with the Pokemon. Like there's so many Pokemon that I've never used. You know, BDSP brought about a lot of Pokemon I've never battled with. And I still haven't because BDSP was terrible from a competitive standpoint. Absolutely awful. You know, with any of these games, I usually build a vast amount of resources for building competitive Pokemon, and the really big letdown was what I had to do to get those resources, especially battle points. I really hope Gen 9 isn't a letdown. I might get a Switch. I think generically, Gen 9 won't be a disappointment. If you liked Legends of Arceus and you like Pokemon already, like if you've liked what Pokemon has been for years upon years and you liked Legends Arceus, you're gonna like Gen 9. I think. I mean, this first take. We need to see more. But I think generically speaking, I don't feel like there's a way it flops. Well, it's Pokemon. It'll never flop. Competitive scene has been horrible since Let's Go. Since Let's Go? Really? What do you mean? Like Sword and Shield was bad for you? I mean, if anything, the competitive scene in Sword and Shield has been standard. I mean, I think that the competitive scene for multiple generations has been stale and boring. Now, they've tried to spice it up with things like Mega Evolution, Z moves, and now Dynamax. Who knows if they'll have a gimmick in Gen 8 or Gen 9. But the problem with competitive is that it doesn't change enough. It's always the same stuff. Let's go ahead Stealth Rocks, but no way to get rid of it. Yeah. And there's very limited ways to deal with hazards here in BDSP as well. Terrible. Now, I will say this. I don't think that the competitive scene of Sword and Shield is bad, but I do think it's stale and unsupported. I have been a very adamant voice for the National Pokedex. I don't give a hoot if it is literally a part of the game or not. So what I'm citing is Gen 7 Ultra Sun Ultra Moon. When you beat the game and got to a certain point, it unlocked the remainder of the Pokemon. They weren't in the Pokedex. Like, your Pokedex still only reflected what what Sun and Moon was. But you now have access to every Pokemon. All, like, 700 something, right? At the time. I can't remember what it was. Like, that gave a little bit more versatility, but the competitive scene does what the competitive scene always does, which is find the best 6 combo. That's what you see over and over again. You have a top 10 usage. And people rarely alternate from that. Now, my favorite thing from Sword and Shield came when they banned, I think it was 20 Pokemon in Season 6. It was Season 6. The company came down and said, and made the edits, and they yeeted out things like Excadrill and Hippowdon and... Hold on. I think I still have that thumbnail. Yeah, I do. Hold on. Here. Check this out. Thumbnails. Okay. They banned all of these Pokemon. Well, and there was more to this too. There was more. But things like Incineroar got banned, Mimikyu, Gyarados with the Moxie, Dynamax was going crazy, Togekiss goes crazy, Excadrill, Cinderace got yeeted, Rillaboom with the grassy terrains, Dragapult was out. They got rid of all this stuff. And that was so cool to me for a season. Dynamax is literally so OP it got banned. Like on Showdown. Showdown fell off the map, I think, for me in Gen 8. Like, I feel like Showdown sucked. When Gen 8 hit and they said no Dynamaxing, I was like, oh, I can't even like practice for actual ranked play. I can't practice ranked play on Showdown. So I used to be an adamant and avid user of Showdown, and literally I just use it for my Draft League battle prep, and that's it. Showdown got ruined. Dynamax, I don't feel like Dynamax is... I don't think it's too OP. It's just a gimmick. Both people have access to it. It's very clear if one person's better at using it than the other. So, I don't think it's OP. Anywho. So, like, I loved when the Pokemon Company came in and they said, VGC is the only way to play now. Nah. I'm way more of single. I think singles are way better than VGC. I think singles are... I wish singles would get a VGC level of support. Singles should absolutely be represented at Worlds. There should be a singles and there should be a doubles. But there should be, honestly, in my opinion, Pokemon should on a monthly rotational basis, or whatever, or 2 months, you know, if you want to make a season 2 months, 3 months, whatever. I think that Pokemon the company should run it, or whoever, I don't care who does it, honestly, but just give a governing body the ability to change the meta every season. I played singles since Black White, but it has been falling off every gen since. Well, yeah, that's because it's unsupported by the Pokemon Company. It's falling off. I don't think it's fallen off since Black and White. I wouldn't target that. I would say singles fell off post Gen 7, Gen 8, when they changed the timer. When Sword and Shield came about with the 20-minute timer, that is when singles got hit. Singles was 100% fine and still very popular. I think Gen 7 was the height of Draft League popularity. There was plenty of support from big name content creators. But then they brought the 20-minute timer, and honestly, Sword and Shield, not because of Dynamax or anything like that, it's literally the 20-minute timer that ruined it for everyone. The timer change is abundantly stupid. Like, that shows you that the Pokemon Company says, we don't support singles, we are never going to support singles. This 20-minute timer is meant to support VGC World Championship telecasts, because they needed to hurry along the matches on the world's stage, and that's it. Like, they literally just dedicated themselves to saying, this is what we support forever. 20 minutes. We need to limit the ability of individuals to stall and play certain metas. We need to limit that ability, so this is what we're going to do. I mean, that timer change was the single biggest impact to Pokemon competitive. I mean, I'm not a forever. I haven't been playing forever. I started in Gen 7. But in my opinion, that timer change is the biggest impact to Pokemon competitive of all time. Like, bigger than adding these gimmicks with Mega, Z-Move, Dynamax, and everything. Like, I don't think you can cite a bigger change to the entire meta scene on a permanent basis than the timer change. Because now you have a situation where people can't play stuff, certain styles, like stall, like heavy stall. You can play it, like, I remember when I was prepping in Showdown, I memorized the fact that when you're between turns 18 and 25, when you're within that range, you are at the maximum timer limit in the actual game. So if you're on Showdown and you're seeing yourself at turn 17, unless you and your partner have been going really fast in the game, you would more than likely be probably hitting like a 3-minute warning. So I remember in my draft prep, if I wanted to get something done before a timer, I always had to try and get it done before like turn 20 to 25 was my goal. But I started paying attention around turn 17. It's like, where are we at? There's still 4 Pokemon each side, or 4 or 5 or whatever. It's like, oh, this match will go to timer. So I can either adjust my style of play and redo the match, or like do it a different way, or I have to stall out my partner or my opponent, and just take the timer win on maybe like a 5-4 or this or that or whatever it be. And like, you have to be a certain type of person to be okay with that. I'm not like that. You can't even get a hyper offense game in 20 minutes. No, you're wrong with that one. You absolutely can. I've had hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of matches that have gone 5 minutes or less, or 10 minutes less, 5 minutes less. It all depends on your skill. I mean, I play some hyper offense. I'm mostly a balanced player. I don't play stall. I think it's personally, and please, Maria, absolutely not a shot at you. I think stall in general is kind of cowardly. It doesn't take much skill to toss out a Fat Mon and click recover. It's nothing about it's nothing about individuals specifically, but like, stall's just kind of lame. It doesn't require a lot of skill. Like, you can toss Toxapexes, Chanseys, all these Fat Mons with regenerators nowadays. I mean, there's just a lot. 10 minutes for animate. The animations are another part. I've talked about that with friends as well. Like, if you had the ability to turn off animations, the timer wouldn't be as bad. It doesn't take much skill to set up and sweep either. It takes more skill to play balance than anything else. And I disagree. It takes more skill in singles to set up and sweep than any, like, you're not, that's why sweeps aren't common. I would actually disagree with my own comment and say they are kind of common. But, like, you have to have the skill to look at an opponent's team, know what your threats are, deal with the threat, and then get the setup in and sweep. So, I disagree. Stall is literally just, you're just trying to get to the timer. Like, You're not actually beating your opponent's Pokemon. You're literally just winning through the timer. Like, that's why stall isn't skill. Thanks for the home insurance ad. You're welcome, California. Good luck on buying your first house. There's a lot of things like they did wrong. Like, I don't personally, when I talk about the timer, the biggest thing that always comes up for me is, why didn't they just give us a multiple timer selection? Like, if I'm playing 1v1 with my friend, why can't I just pick a timer? Like, why is that not a thing? Like, why does it have to be a standard 20-minute? You could, when you go into ranked battles, they could put the standard 20-minute timer in. But if I'm just doing a link battle, why can't I pick a timer? Like, you can pick, we need more versatility with rule selection and timer selection. And that will be a big help to competitive play, not the competitive scene. Because I know that the 20-minute timer is there because of impacts to Worlds play. They're not going to change that because they need to make sure that Worlds play continues. Now, if this, if everything with the world pandemic changes, any playstyle is fine for me, but I can't play the way I want with a 20-minute limit. Exactly. Yeah. No, I got you. Like I said, it's nothing directed at you. I'm just saying, I have preferences like anybody else. I don't feel like, personally, stall's not very fun. Now, what's funny, Maria, if you watch my stream from last night, I think the very last battle of the night, I actually stalled somebody. I have stall teams. I mean, I've played stall. It's valid playstyle, but it doesn't mean it's fun. I don't think it's fun. It's not fun for anybody. It's funny if you do it in a funny way. Like, I have a funny joke stall team. Like, I literally do it just for memes. It's called Toxic Sosa. And the fast story behind that is that my friend Sosa was in a draft league, and like everybody he played ran toxic and protects and all this stuff, and like he kept going to timers and all. Like, he was like, "Why is nobody swinging? Like, what the heck?" So I built a funny stall team to mimic that one. The Truant Durant. Best strategy with the timer is one hit KO move team. Match is gonna be so fast. Well, that's banned in ranked. Ranked play doesn't allow Oko moves. Funny Sosa team. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like if Gen 9 came out, I think the biggest win we could get from the next game is selections from time, like a timer selection. Like, how long do you want to play? Let's put up a 30-minute, a 45-minute, a half hour, or an hour-long timer. Let us pick. Let us pick. I don't mean time stall, like making the timer get to 0. I'm not much into that either. I mean a long battle in turn numbers. Yeah, but that's not a thing anymore. Like, that doesn't exist. Because long turn battles are just timer battles. If this was Gen 7 and we were having this conversation, that's different comments. But right now, that's not a thing. Like, long-term battles aren't a thing anymore. Because it's just a timer battle. I mean, I've had a lot of matches go to timer. Absolutely. And it's frustrating. I mean, I've had so many matches that have gone to timer where it's like, you can literally play out the next several turns and be like, I win. I lose at the expiration of the timer, but with like X amount of more turns, I actually win. And like, there's times where it's like, there's zero doubt. It's one of the biggest points of contention among draft league players, I would say. Like, it has spurned more arguments and negative situations in draft leagues about the fact that like somebody sits on the timer or does this or that. Long battles died along with my enjoyment playing them. Yeah. Zacian's for cowards, you can't change my mind. Like, okay, so my thing is like, okay, but here's the thing. As much as I bash on Zacian, Izzy, there's two ways to look at it, right? You can look at Zacian one way, which is like kind of my way. Zacian is so boring and lame. Like, it doesn't take skill to bring in a Pokemon who automatically gets a +1 from their ability and already has mega stats, okay? Others, and I don't think that's fun because I think the fun is in the competition of the battle. The competition of the battle is everything to me, but others see more fun in just the purity of winning, right? So somebody might use Zacian because winning is going to be everything. Winning is important. I love winning. Who doesn't love winning? However, I have more fun when it's like a really good battle, right? Like Zacian's just boring. Like Zacian strategy, there is no Zacian strategy. And that's the thing. Like, there's no strategy to Zacian. I have to constantly be thinking of strategies to counter Zacian. Like, you guys saw it in all the matches I played yesterday. Zacian was in every one except for one, I think. Every single battle except for one. And the one I lost, was there a Zacian in the one I lost? There was a Charizard. My fun comes from beating legendaries. Yeah, I love beating legendaries with like NU and PU teams. I haven't taken competitive seriously since Gen 7. If Gen 9 doesn't get a timer increase, I'll try VGC for the first time. See, and the funny thing is, Maria, actually, I was a VGC player in Gen 7, and I left it for singles. Because VGC is so boring. It is so boring. There is some fun strategies and some fun stuff that you see every now and then, but the first time you see it on an actual competitive stage in a competition or a Worlds qualifier or whatever, the first time you see a strategy, it's gone. It's done. You can't use it anymore because everybody's going to grab it. It's ridiculous. I mean, look at the first time Wolf Glick tricked a red card. There were so many people playing trick red card. And singles takes away some of that like double chance meta, which is what I don't like. I don't like the fact that in BGC you can double, right? You can do this double crap. I'm going to do this support move to help get this support off or do this. And it's like, there's strategy, but I feel like it's less skilled than singles because singles, you have to constantly be thinking about the damage intake. You're constantly having to place switches, worry about hazards, all of this stuff. Like singles just has more. You're constantly having to think for more. Plus, I also don't, in competitive, I don't love the 3v3 and the 4v4. Why not let us, I mean, I know why, and it's purely timer, but like, let us play a full match. I remember the Power 6 in Oris, everyone used the same, yeah. Like, it gets boring. So I played VGC, actually. It's how I got into competitive play. I did. I purposely paid attention and built teams. I ran Nihilego for a Xerneas counter. I ran Stakataka for a... God, what was the counter for that one? Who was he countering? Like, I think it was a Sash Nihilego. I also ran, like, Choice Scarf, Choice Specs Nihilegos. Ugh. I mean, it was just everywhere. And it was boring. And then, like, I got into battling with friends. I got into battling friends in singles. And I was like, oh, this is so much better than any VGC meta I've ever played. And even with this 20-minute timer, I've still had a blast. I mean, it really sucked. For a very long time, it really sucked to get used to. But you do get used to it. I might be a little late. What's up, Barry? Yo, what's up, Barry? No, you didn't miss an entire stream already. It's okay. You didn't miss the entire first portion. You're not 2 hours late. It's all good. I don't know. I'm hopeful for Gen 9. I honestly, if I'm gonna be very, very honest and blunt with everybody, I don't expect any change from a competitive standpoint with Gen 9. I think it'll still be a 20-minute timer. I think you'll have a limited Pokedex. Oh, that was the other thing I was mentioning. I've been a big voice for national decks, right? But people mistake it when they hear Nat Dex. They don't think that every Pokemon should be a part of the game. What I mean is that they should be a part of the end game. When the game is over, right? When you've played your story, you've done your shiny hunting, you've done the side quest crap, your game is done, right? What do you do with a Pokemon game when you're done with it? You either battle or you shiny hunt. That's it. So my thing is that why does it matter? Like, everybody who fights against Nat Dex, nobody, I don't care what level you are, nobody has ever had a good point for not having the Nat Dex. Because nothing goes against the discussion or argument point that I have with the fact that nobody is hurt, or the only people hurt by cutting the Nat Dex are us fans. We are the only ones that hurt from that. There are people who are like, no, I like it. It makes people use other Pokemon, blah, 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 blah. Why do you care? Why do you care? Because the thing is that the Pokemon company, if you're talking about competitive, which most people do, they make that comment and they say, I like it that it gets people to, you know, not everybody's sitting there with Greninja. Okay, I get that. But then the Pokemon company should be doing what they did with Season 6 and banning different Pokemon. And they do it in some ways by they limit your restricted or your legendary or this or that. They do some of that. But what? Like, that makes no sense when I just want to battle my friends. Like, why can't I have access to every Pokemon to battle my friends with? I get it from a ranked perspective. I get what you're saying, and I agree with it. But the Pokemon company has shown that they can control that. So there's actually no reason to not put all the Pokemon in the game. Like, people who fight against the Nat Dex movement literally have never presented a valid argument. I've never heard anybody with a valid or good form of argument. Or else they're just like, or else they're not able to comprehend deep enough or think far enough ahead into that argument. No. You can't balance a game with every mon argument is just BS. It is. It's terrible. It's a horrible argument. There's no standing behind it. It makes no sense. People who say that stuff, like, bro, you're not thinking. And so many people sound like they care about how other people play a game. Bro, who cares? Like, it's also about the shiny starter, or like the shiny starter hunting and stuff. Some people say they want a shiny lock. They hope that the Pokemon company shiny locks every starter going forward, because they don't want people to spend X amount of weeks hunting a starter. Why do you care? Why do you care? It's that person doing it. It's not you. Why do you care? Like, let them shiny hunt a starter. Who cares? Again, it's people who, like, just care too much about how other people want to play the game. It just makes no sense. Help, Furret's giving a PowerPoint presentation on art. Oh, is Art streaming? Bro, I didn't even know that. Oh, he is. Oh, he's playing Legends. I didn't even know he was playing. Also, why can I not scroll in his chat? Weird. Anywho, he's doing Alpha Shine. I thought it was just an old thumbnail or something. I didn't know what he was posting. So much of what they've all posted lately has been draft battles, so I just assumed, I guess. My bad on assuming. Also, I can't help you, California. Why Hedgehog no shine? Oh, my Shaymin? I have no idea. Because it's a full odds hunt, so it takes a while. I could totally see myself hunting this for maybe like 3 to 4 weeks. I'm doing this off stream too, so I'm probably gonna get it off stream. It'd be cool if it would shine today, but I did not know. Arts' stuff always posts like a stream behind, or it's like the Meebot stuff always posts a stream behind. So I didn't know what he was doing. I assumed it was, I assumed it was a draft battle. I didn't read the title. I'll be honest. That's my bad. Well, it posted while I was in the pack battle with Kiwi, so I don't know. That's my biggest hope. Like if they keep the timer crap and the BS rule sets and stuff, like okay, whatever. But I hope at least that we get access to the Pokemon. That's my big thing. I don't even soft reset for starters, but if someone wants to, it's none of my BS. Yeah. Oh, none of my business. Exactly. Like, I don't care. Like, people spend 4 or 5 weeks. There were people there were people still soft resetting for their shiny starter and had never played BDSP when Legends was dropping. People were still resetting for a shiny starter. And it's like, people were like, you're ridiculous. You haven't played the game, blah, blah, blah. Dude, who cares? Who cares? It's funny. Let's laugh about it. Like, that's funny. Like, bro, like, you know you had this limited window before this game dropped. You could have played this game, blah, 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 blah. But also, side note, you guys, like, do you really think that person didn't play the game in private, off stream? Like, I ended up buying 8 different copies of BDSP, you know, when all the giveaways were said and done. I ended up buying 8 different copies. You don't think I played BDSP for myself after I did my giant Omega lock with all the guys? Of course I've played this game multiple times. Still don't like it. People getting bothered by the way others play. We are such a sensitive culture now. We are offended by everything. We have issues with everything. It's just it's wild. It's wild. Like, people don't understand. Like, people get mad that like we complain. Like, this community complains a lot. The Pokemon community complains a lot. And I agree with that. We complain too much. But like, complaining about the company itself, complaining about Pokemon, about Game Freak, about the directions that they're taking is not a negative in every way. One of the things, like complaining about the Nat Dex, that was a significant and first time, like, major change. Well, not first time, but you know what I mean. Like, people didn't understand that argument. Like, I saw what's his name? Was it Philly Beats? I saw Philly post a tweet about this was the stupidest thing that ever happened in Pokemon. The Nat Dexers are, you know, it's like, whoa. And I'm sure it came from something. I'm sure it was a conversation in stream that came up or something, this or there. But they brought it up and they're like, bro, so you clearly, like, that right there just tells me, it's like, all right, you clearly have no clue what you're talking about when it comes to the Nat Dex discussion. And I do hate that it came out as Nat Dex. I wish it would have been more like access discussions. Access to the Pokemon. Like, why in the world am I limited? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Like, some people said, like, oh, it's what's available within the game. It's what's available, you know, the game's capacity. The game's capacity to support all of these models and this and that. I don't remember these arguments perfectly anymore, but, like, it doesn't make sense because the people were like, bro, we just had a Sword and Shield, or we had a Sun and Moon 3DS model with 700 something, and now they can't support more than 400. Like, that doesn't add up because you're also now on a larger platform with a larger processor. I don't know. I just want to be able to battle Greninja. The only real problem I have with the Pokemon community is YouTubers building their whole careers off of fake shiny reactions, but there's nothing I can do about it. Well, here's what I would say about that, Maria. The thing about content creation and like what we do, like what I do, is one, this is supposed to be entertainment in some way. Like, you can think about this for like from when you watch TV, right? You need to be entertained. They need to put out entertaining content. The difference between a televised item versus a streamed item, or a live streamed item, is that you can have interaction with it. So, like, the over-the-top shiny reactions, like, some of them are really legit because of the situation. Like, I'll cite one of my own. I had probably my most over-the-top shiny reaction was when Barry, who's in the chat, one of my moderators, I was having, like, these fan appreciation days for people who have been around for years. And she said, you need to egg hunt, because I hate Masuda hunting. She wanted me to egg hunt for a shiny Esper. And it stems from the fact that in the community, for months upon months, Barry was Masuda hunting for an Esper to get a specific, the specific gender with the specific ability, so she could build a prankster Meowstic. And I will say that I got it on the 23rd egg, something like that. It only took me like 20 eggs to get this shiny Esper. It was very early on in the stream, and I freaked out. I was like, and it was the right gender and everything, so it was just kind of like this extra slap in the face because the situation was just so over the top. And like for everybody that was there, like that's like an entertainment aspect. Like it's not like I get like there are like I've even joked I can't remember, I never clipped it, but I was thinking about clipping it. But I got a shiny, and I was like, oh guys, look, it's this. And people were like, whoa, what kind of shiny reaction was that? So I faked the over the top one. Like I get it, I get but I mean, again, who cares? Hi. What's she doing? Am I gonna stream for a long time? Yeah. I mean, yeah, my plan was to stream for a while. Why?
Just thinking dinner wise, because I still haven't gone to the store.
Is that because you want me to go to the store? No. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming for a while.
Okay. And I don't know if I want to make that food.
You don't want to? I mean, that's fine. We could do a Haggis pizza. It's easy for me to eat here.
Yeah. We do that.
I.
It is cold down here.
It is cold down here. Yeah. Because I can just put on a sweatshirt and slippers, and I'm good now. Yeah. She gave you that Esper, didn't she? No, she did. I mean, you saw it live on stream. I started breeding the eggs on stream and then hatching them. I get like hacking in a team of 6 every day so you can post daily matches. It's for the content, but people screaming at something they know would happen is just, Izzy says hi.
Hi, Izzy.
Yeah, but it's about your luck. You're literally like we're streaming as a shiny hunter. What I'm streaming is my luck. Like I can tell you right now, when Shaymin shines, there would be no over the top reaction because it'd be more just relief. But when those quick ones happen, I get it. There's a population of people that hate shiny reactions. And there's also a large population that like they live for that. Like they wait. Then like people literally ask like, "Where's the shiny reaction?" You know. Just using your trauma for content. I'm not using her trauma for content. I'm explaining how some over-the-top reactions make sense. They're situational. I mean, I know what you're talking about, Maria, with certain individuals, you know, and their exuberant reactions. Just the fake one bothers me. I mean, yeah, but whose opinion is it that it's fake? Yours or, you know what I mean? Like, who's judging that it's fake? Not faking, I mean faking the shiny. Faking the shiny? Huh? What do you mean? Wait, I think we went a different direction with this. What do you mean faking the shiny? Like a hack? Like a gen? Like you genned a Pokemon in? Like I've genned shiny Pokemon for my draft team. Like I'll build out a build on Showdown and then I'll gen that Pokemon as a shiny. I would never claim it as my own. I always pride myself on having my own shinies though. Using a modded switch to make a shiny pop. Okay, that stuff? Alright. Okay. Alright, Maria. I'm on your page. I'm on your page now. I'm on your page. So, like, there was an individual who was shiny hunting the starters in BDSP. And they modded up the switch to get them a shiny starter at the same time they got a shiny Starly. Double shiny. They got the shiny starter and the shiny Starly, right? That was a big one. And then like a week or 2 weeks after that, another person also like this astronomical odd. Man, Maria, I apologize for everything I've been saying. I didn't know what we were I thought we were talking about fake just reactions in general. I didn't know you meant like literally like modding up a switch. I completely agree with that. That's some horse garbage. Like people who do that, like, I don't know. I'm not trying to be severe, be like, oh, you should lose your channel or anything. But it's like, yo, just delete that content because I don't feel like you deserve the views. Like that stuff's just fake. I mean, I don't like that stuff because as a shiny hunter myself, I have hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of valid shinies that I have hunted and spent hundreds of hours getting myself. Like I have that, like I get to like claim that. Like that's my reputation. People should react however they want. Man, I apologize. I thought you were like just bashing on people for reacting to stuff. Which people do. People do that. You know, people do yell at creators for like freaking out for a shiny. They hate that. I think most famously, like there are a lot of people who hate on A Drive for his reactions to his shinies. They hate that. Well, there's some. I mean, his actual fans, like they love that stuff. They love watching him react like that. But no, yes, I agree. People, like there were the dude who first did the shiny starter, shiny Starly. He got massive clout off that. Like he got a ton of followers, all that stuff. And it was all fake. He modded up his Switch. Like that sucks. Like it takes away, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing about lying about stuff because it just ruins the validity of when somebody actually does that. Like when that really happens, like somebody gets a shiny starter and a shiny Starly at the same time in a real way, it sucks because it takes it away from that. Yo, what's up, Derp? Welcome to the stream, bro. I was gonna say, so I actually read something very interesting recently. I'll tell you one thing that I don't love about Pokemon content creation right now. So I did my first ever, I wouldn't call it a rumor video because it wasn't based off of rumors. This was my own speculation. It was like a speculation video. I did a Gen 9 speculation, which I was 100% right about, by the way. I called it. I said in this Gen 9 video that I did like 4 or 5 months ago, I said Gen 9 is going to be coming out on Pokemon Day 2022. I said they're going to announce it on Pokemon Day. They're going to announce Gen 9 for November 2022. And I'll tell you what, I got so many people who came to me and they told me, whether it was in comments on the video or in DMs in Discord and stuff, they're like, no, absolutely not. They're not going to drop this right after they drop their mainline game Legends Arceus in February. Killed it. So what I heard about, like, I don't do rumor videos. I don't. I feel like they're just, it's too clickbaity. I try not, I mean, every creator, every content creator works in clickbait, whether you want to say that or not. When I make a thumbnail, am I trying to get something clickbaity? That's not my pure intention, but I'm trying to get something, I'm trying to make something that you'll click on. You know? It's like when you see it, you'll know what it is. Is that what I'm looking for? Is that what I want to watch? That kind of stuff. But when when people make all these rumor videos and stuff, it's like this is just pure clickbait because you're literally just trying to build hype off of something that could be fake, right? But I saw something super interesting the other day, you guys. I saw a tweet on Twitter that said, if I'm a content creator, what stops me from going out to Reddit, creating a random profile, or going out to Twitter and creating a random profile, and then tweeting out a leak? I, as the content creator, will now have first access to said leak, and I could cover it myself before everyone else. I could be like, look at this leak. I work at Game Freak. I just lost my job, and so I'm leaking this piece. Blah, 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 blah. I'll tell you what. It has ruined any leak or rumor video I have ever heard or seen. You know? Everyone. And everyone who covers that stuff. I mean, it's somewhat... In some ways, you're covering Pokemon news... I use that word news very loosely because it's not news, but like, it was an interesting thing to hear because I had never thought about it, but it's so true that you could do that. All of these big creators, they could easily just go out and say, hey, here's my prediction. They could put it out as a leak under a false profile and then go cover it in a video. Getting a random shiny, screaming your lungs out is totally fine, but faking a shiny encounter plus faking that you got a surprise is just nuts. Yes. People get really salty over speculation for some reason. There's a rumor where you can date a Pikachu in Gen 9. Hold on. I have to do this one myself. I had to put that in the quotes. Bro. That was... Oh my gosh. Okay, what did I miss here? Okay, sorry. What did I miss here? That feature that everyone has been waiting. Pikachu, but not sorry. No, that can't be real. What a great feature to add on to mainline games, right? Exactly, yeah. What everyone's been waiting for, dating a Pokemon. Anywho, I thought that was very interesting to read about. And I'll tell you what, I jumped into the comments. I keep my internet opinions to myself on things like Reddit and Twitter. I say some things, here on stream with you guys. For the most part, I keep my internet opinions off of Twitter. Like I said, for the most part, I do post stuff and talk some stuff, but I don't go after people. There are people that upset me for sure. I mentioned Philly by name here today just because context was appropriate for mentioning where the post came from. But I think it was Philly. Let me just verify, actually. I'm going to verify because... It was a while ago, but not a while ago. wonder if it was like pre-Legends Arceus. It might have been. It was. It was. I'm just going to show you guys what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. The dumbest movement in all of Pokemon history. I actually kind of know Landon a little bit. Not really. .27, bro. Touch him. Like, how? This is pretty rude. This part right here. This is pretty rude. You're 27, bro. Touch some grass. That's pretty rude. Like, from a content creator. Like, I don't know him as a creator. Obviously, I don't really watch him, but like he pretty much fell off any possible watch for me. I mean, and I know that doesn't mean anything. It's one viewer, but ugh, like that kind of stuff. Like, what's the need to say that? Like, you're just trying to cause drama, cause arguments, and upset people. Like, there's no purpose to putting that out there. Like, what a dumb post. Anyway, the Markiplier Smasher Pass got messed up, I swear. One of the books in Sinnoh Day they used to marry humans and Pokemon. I guess some people just like starting arguments. People like being trolls. Pokemon isn't even the problem. People just like arguing. Yeah, all of you guys. Well done. You get it. You get it. Like, that's just my whole thing. Like, it's like, what's your goal here? What's your end goal? And somebody even said it. Whoever said it, like, yo, if they would have just left transfers in, we'd have been good. I don't know. I mean, like all I'm saying is that the availability of Pokemon to me is very important. Like, if I want to be able to play with these Pokemon as I battle my friends, or if I shiny hunt them, like, that's a very big key. Like, that's a very big key to Pokemon for me. And it's a bummer. It's a really big bummer. There probably was. I mean, I maxed out my play timer on Sword and Shield a long time ago. And for as invested in as much playtime as I've had in Sword and Shield, there probably would have been far, if I'm not a content creator, there's probably far less investment in this game. My play timer gets maxed out because I'm a content creator. I put 400 hours into Legends Arceus because that game was fun and the shiny hunting was fun for a while. Just look at Trisha Paytas. What about her? People are just something. I think it's funny that no one hates Gen Z more than Gen Z itself. I don't get that. I mean, I know who Trisha Paytas is. I didn't pay attention to her life. I think my extent of her knowledge was when the Vlog Squad, when she was dating Jason. Is it Jason? Was his name? I can't remember his last name. That's my extent of knowledge about Trisha Paytas, and I don't know. I mean, I heard other stuff. Was there like some kind of a rumor going around that she was like actually transgender or something? Then there was like another rumor that like I thought I heard like she had killed someone. I was like, all right, this is just too much for me. She basically faked having mental issues. What? She did? Oh my god, that's terrible. Jason Nash, that's it. That's the one. Yeah. I mean, it shows up on Twitter. This stuff shows up on Twitter and you see it and it's like, huh? You take it with a grain of salt. Like, it's like, nah, no. She faked having DID? Really? It's a ballsy move. California. I'm very knowledgeable about this subject, so I will continue to listen. Yeah, right? Same though. I can't lend anything to this. Wow. Wow. That kind of reminds me of the Jussie Smollett thing. He faked a hate crime on himself because it was trending and he was hoping to catapult his career further and stuff. And he was trying to be relevant. There's a way to take advantage of trending topics, but there's trending topics that you don't want to be a part of. Like, come on, y'all. Crazy, bro. Faking multiple personalities. That's horrible. Wow. Yeah, I mean, people argue, people have difference of opinions. Nobody knows the difference between arguing and debating anymore. J Station just faked death, like, what the oh, man. I thought that guy faked his girlfriend's death. Who? The YouTuber faked his girlfriend's death. Yeah. I hate it so bad. It gets my blood boiling when people fake DID. They make joke out of people who went through trauma. Death hoax YouTuber has been charged with assault. Let's talk about faking being gay. No, let's not talk about faking being gay. Like one of my closest friends, like my best friend, like he's gay, so I mean, like there's some seriously real feelings that still go on with people who live in a world and are brave enough to be publicly gay. Like it's scary for them. So when people fake that stuff, like that's so, you shouldn't fake something that could be challenging for somebody who's truly dealing with it. J Station's channel is terrible. Apparently he's coming back is what I just Googled. Did you watch episode 3 yet? I'm part of the LGBT community, so yeah, I get it. Yeah. Like I live in the Midwest and it's I know that it's challenging for them in this area. Like there's a lot of still small-minded individuals around here and anyway. Switching topics. Also, Mac, did you watch episode 3 yet? You better have watched it. Barry, okay. For sake of my future interactions with you, I have never promised that I'm going to watch the entirety of the series. I said I would watch an episode. I said I would watch episode 2. I did tell you that the entire series wrapped up in 2 episodes. So I don't feel like I have to watch episode 3. There's nothing that comes along with it. The Nightmare Moon turned into Princess Lunar. Something? Whatever. Nightmare Moon was defeated. Princess Lunar became friends with her. She was accepted by the community. They gave her flower necklace and she like cried out of happiness. So I think you will watch the entire series. This is a threat. Princess Luna, sorry, not Lunar. Princess Luna. It's been like 3-4 days since I watched it. Send something. Sorry for the little vent. What? Did I not go down far enough? No. Episode 42069 is bomb. I like that one movie that they turn into girls. I saw that, so I watched this on Netflix Kids. I went to Netflix Kids and watched the first 2 episodes of My Little Pony there. Because I watched that, it gave me recommendations. I saw the one where they're like in high school? Equestria girls? Yeah. What? Yo, why? Wheeze, for real. Oh my god. I saw that, dude. I was like, what could be the reasoning behind the creation of this? Like, turning these ponies... If this isn't some real life furry level action, I don't know what is. Twilight goes through a magic mirror portal and is in a human version of Equestria High. I for real would watch My Little Pony, but I can't stand the musical part of the show. Episode 2! Pinkie Pie. I'm trying to remember the names, Barry. I'm trying my best to put some knowledge in my head. Okay, episode 2. Pinkie Pie sings. And I hit the Discord so fast, I was like, yo, why is Pinkie Pie singing? I did not need this in my life. I was just like, no singing, please. Pinkie Pie sings a lot in the show. Oh, God. Arts probably has binge watched that series. Why? Is he a My Little Pony fan? Nothing wrong with being a My Little Pony fan. The basis of the storyline, like from... If you think about it from like maybe like a book perspective, right? Okay? Like let's say you're reading like a science fiction or a fan fiction book. Or a fantasy book or whatever. The premise works, you know? Like it... Let's say it was never ponies. Let's say it was witches. It would work as a storyline. I hate using this word, but the music breaks are cringy AF. Like, it would work though, like if you thought about it, because like the elements of harmony to defeat a villain who was once shunned because the people adored her sister more. I mean, what is that? That sounds like a Disney movie. That sounds like Disney. Not gonna lie. Like, if you think about what Disney princess is it? I mean, you could look at it as like Snow White. Like, think about Snow White. The premise of Snow White is that the fairest of them all kind of stuff. Like, Fluttershy is honestly mood. There were funny moments to the episodes. I mean, there was like, oh my god, like kind of like, oh my god moments. Like, yo, like kind of eye rolls and stuff. But I mean, it was just, there was so much to make fun of. It could have a good storyline, but they made the entire thing in 2 24-minute episodes. Yeah, the entire thing is done in 2 episodes. Thank you, Barry. Thank you. The whole storyline's over at the end of episode 2. Like, what? Can we go back to talking about Batman? This pony stuff hurts. Yeah. The rest of the season is literally filler. Barry, you are not getting me interested to watch any more episodes if the entire season is filler. For the first 2 episodes are the season, and then the rest is filler. Oh my gosh. The character development. The character development was in some ways standard, but also ridiculous. Like, Twilight Sparkle developed and got better, but also was still a terrible pony at the end of episode 2. Watch Party of One. It's the episode where Pinkie Pie loses it. What does Pinkie Pie lose? Like, her mind? Because does she really have one? Very chill. Okay, so one of the things... Alright, so let's talk about this. So with the whole watch party thing, I've been trying to figure out how to, like, I can't screen share a Netflix viewing, right? 1, I think it's illegal. 2, Netflix literally, it blacks out when you try to screen share it. So I'd have to find it off some third-party site. I don't know how watch parties work. I don't know. I mean, I can't benefit from... I'm not supposed to benefit from it, so I can't... I mean, it would have to be just through the Discord. There was this one guy here in Brazil that used to say he dated and loved all the MLP, all the My Little Pony characters. He got literally bullied to death. Whoa. Bro definitely has to do some illegal... Bro definitely has to do some illegal things for a watch party. Nobody should be bullied into that. Nobody should be bullied. I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't really agree with people who in reality romanticize and act on feelings for animated characters. I think that there is a mental component, I don't want to say a mental disorder component, but a mental, what's the right word? I don't think it's I don't think it's a good thing if people say, like, the whole anime waifu thing kind of became a little more mainstream, but like it comes from a very serious thing where people legitimately were like way too far. It had some really serious mental issues. Let's say that people back at Toot were more rude towards it than nowadays. Yes, it's a little bit what I'm saying too, is that like it's become widely more acceptable to like talk about anime waifus or waifus or whatever. It's not okay. Like the furry stuff. I mean, it's my opinion. My opinion personally. I don't think it's okay because I think it's glorifying a mental. Again, the word eludes me here, but there's an issue. So, a mental issue. A mental issue seems larger than what I'm trying to say. I hate the whole waifu thing. Yeah. I don't hate it. You can have your opinions. But I don't know. You know, we're on a slippery top. We're on a bunch of slippery topics here, guys. I just don't think that you should put yourself, I mean, we disconnect from reality enough. I hate the idea of it, but not the person. Absolutely. It's not about the actual people for me. It's about what we're permitting and encouraging in some ways. Like, we are glorifying, mainstreaming, and like, approving some of this behavior when maybe we shouldn't. Like, we have a very big problem building in reality. We are disconnecting hard from each other. Technology is a great addition to our life, and it's very, very important that we continue advancing our culture and our race, but like we're also so disconnected. Like, it's funny because like my friends and I, at nights where we come together, we sit around a table playing games, or we're at a party or this or that. Like, it's funny that we literally sometimes play a game where the person who touches their phone first has to pay the bill or something like that, or like they lose or whatever, you know. And people lose that because they can't go X amount of time without a phone or getting connected to their not false universe, but not their immediate reality. You walking on thin ice? I'm walking on thin ice talking about all this stuff, that's for sure. Just wait for the metaverse to drop. The metaverse, oh my god. Yeah. Barry, it's raining over here, what you mean? Cloud look like Pikachu? Oh, we're back to dating Pikachu? California? Let's see here. Okay, so I said I was gonna go 2 hours for Shaymin resets, and then I was gonna switch up. It's been 2 hours and 40 minutes now. So now I'm just gonna I'm gonna do another 20 minutes, get to the 3 hour mark on Shaymin, and then I'll think about switching. I appreciate the good conversation, though. We've had some good combos tonight. I feel like we've been mostly respectful for stuff. Never mind, it looks like your mom. It's huge. California, I'm so proud of you right now. I'm so proud of you. Izzy, I'm sorry for not knowing the weather in Portugal, which doesn't exist. Went away on a retreat with my youth group for the weekend and wasn't allowed to use my phone. Honestly, it felt awesome to not use it for 3 days, right? One of my trips to Germany, I broke my phone like the second or third day, and I was there for 9 or 11 days or something like that. I broke my phone, and I had one of the best trips because, I mean, I just experienced everything. Like, I think one of the hardest parts when it comes to traveling and your phone, one of the hardest parts about letting it go is that it's also the camera. Like, you want to build those memories and have them forever. But, like, I also was able to just be present and be available, like, at all moments. And it was great. It was awesome. Yo, what's up, Jay? Pacifistic sadist, what's up, man? Do you want me to continue to call you Jay? Or do you want me to switch over and call you pacifistic sadist or like something like that? Sadly, I have agoraphobia, so I can't really live much without my phone. Hold up, wait. Agoraphobia? I thought that was the fear of a big word. Extreme or irrational fear of entering open or crowded places. Huh. Okay. I was wrong. What's the fear of the big word? Oh my god. Hippopotomonstrosis. Monstrosis. Quipedaliophobia. My lord. Here's the word. That's the word. That's the fear of long words. Agoraphobia. Okay. Whoever came up with the name for fear of long words was trolling. True dat. True dat. Yo, that's terrible. Why does it like start with hippopotamus? Like, why is that a thing? They made the fear of big words a big word. Yeah, they did. Y'all hiding and unhiding stuff. Thanks for getting the bots, guys. I appreciate it. Just don't pay them attention. Just hide them and move on. We killing it here. You guys are doing a good job. These bots are infiltrating. I just don't pay them no mind. It's all good. The name of the big word illness is literally a bully. Yes. That's a good way to put it. The name itself is the bully. It's funny. Always got your back, boy. I got your back. I appreciate it. Thank you, Izzy. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, California. Let me see here. Did Jay ever answer me? I gotta know what you want to be called. Jay is cool. All right, cool. I'm gonna continue with Jay. I honestly missed sniping. Well, welcome back. So it looks like we got plenty of targets today. Ooh. Nice. Wife got pizza. The fear of vowels should be a word made up of only vowels. Oh my god. Can you make a word of only vowels? Next. These aren't even names. No, they're not names. But let's see here. I will switch. I'll switch over to. I think I'm gonna switch over to Sword and Shield. But I mean, is there anything you guys want to specifically do for the stream? Because like I'm okay to just keep resetting on Shaymin and having combos with you guys. But I can also switch over to Sword and Shield. I'll have you know my great-great-grandpappy. Good God, don't ask Barry. You know her answer. Barry asked the question. I'm good with anything you want to do. I appreciate that. It'd be cool to get the Shaymin. It would be nice to get the Shaymin. I went to the mall and decided to check out the store Lululemon since I've never been there. And they had some sweatpants that were $118. Like, those pants better give me the ability to stop sweating. I went to Lululemon and God, what did I buy there? I bought a sweatshirt, I think. What did I buy? It was a pullover or something, or I can't remember what I bought. But I did buy something from Lululemon, and while it was really, really nice, it was very expensive. They scamming you. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why it's priced like that, but yeah, there it is. Bedtime just hit. Love the convo. See you guys. Good night for you all. Yo, later, Maria. Thanks for hanging out. Great combos. I appreciate all the good conversation. Thank you very much. I could go start a new shiny hunt in Sword and Shield too. I could do that. I could do a Masuda hunt. I haven't done one forever. And get a shiny. Actually, get a shiny maybe. Let me look at my shiny decks. Because I could go for Krabby. I need a shiny Krabby for my living decks. I'm almost done with Generation 1. In Generation 1, the only shiny Pokemon I need are Dodrio, Krabby, a non-G-Max Kingler, Horsey, and Seadra. That's it. Go old school, grab a 3DS. Yeah, but I can't stream that. So I need 5 Pokemon for all of Generation 1. Dodrio, I would have to hunt in either a 3DS or in Let's Go. I just really wish the Shaymin would show up. Ew, Let's Go. I don't hate Let's Go. I don't hate it. I hate the catching mechanic. I don't hate it, though. I think it's alright. We all know Let's Go is... The worst part of Let's Go is honestly the grinds. Like, it's really hard to be resource stacked in Let's Go. Because, like, you have to go do... you have to go do the Elite Four, get some money, go buy Pokeballs, and honestly, you don't get like that much money from that. So, HE double hockey sticks, gasp, gasp. I do hate it. I don't love it. It's not my favorite. I mean, it's why I don't play it a lot. I don't even know. I wonder what my playtime is on Let's Go. I mean, I could switch over to Legends, but I'm going to be real with you. From a channel perspective, Let's Go does not perform well for me. I do okay with Shaymin resets for some reason. I've had decent viewership off Shaymin resets. And Sword and Shield just bops harder for me than anything else. HE double toothpicks if you want correct grammar. BRB. All right, Barry. But yeah, we're like 8 minutes away from 3 hours of streaming. Is that right? I think that's right. Yeah, that is right. Is that the correct? That's like 45 seconds faster than this one. Sword and Shield has always performed the best for me. BDSP has had its ups and downs, but historically not the best. It actually is my... BDSP did deliver my most successful stream of all time when I did shiny starter resets at the start of BDSP when it launched at midnight. That one did very, very, very well. But Legends has historically never done well for me. Ever, so I don't know. I like playing Legends, and I would play Legends right now because I'd like to get the Rowlet. I'd like to get my Hisuian Decidueye and Hisuian Zoroa. I need those two. Actually, let me just check something here. I'm going to see what Pokemon are left in Legends Arceus that I can hunt for the living dex. I think I've gotten, like, everything. I think I just need the Hisuian Zoroa and Decidueye. Pretty sure once I have those two, I have every shiny that I've wanted for the living dex. I get way too sidetracked playing Legends, though. Whenever I'm, like, hunting something, that damn elusive Rowlet. Bro, I don't know why I can't get it, dude. Like, I've probably been through... I don't know, 50 to 75 different outbreak checks on Rowlet. Okay, let me check here real quick. Abomasnow, Abra, Apron. Well, okay, I guess the fossils, but I would rather just soft reset for those in BDSP here. All the Burmese Wormadams, I would probably hunt those in here. Those aren't terrible, but I could also hatch them in somewhere else. I'm going to be honest, I genuinely liked Let's Go. Not from a competitive or trading standpoint. I just thought the game was kind of nice. I'm doing a co-op Nuzlocke of Let's Go with a friend this week. Hey, that's kind of dope. I liked it. I liked the playthrough of it. I had fun. I liked how it looked. I will say the shiny method got a little boring because, like, if you sit there for a while, you can get really bored. Oh, Cherubi. Cherubi is one I could hunt. I don't have that in the living dex, the shiny living dex. Finneon. There's 2. I have like every Pokemon. There's not much that I have to hunt left. Nope, that's it. Okay, so Cherubi, Finneon. I think there's another one I said, but I can't remember. Those are it. Like, that's it. Like, I only have a couple. So, there's the Hisuian Decidueye, Hisuian Zorua, Hisuian Growlithe, Cherubi, Finneon, and then, like, you get into, like, the variants. Like, the Burmy variants, the Wormadam variants. I think I've been going after, like, a female Hippopotas, because I have males. That's it. Like, that's, like, the extent of my hunting. So I don't have a lot left in Legends Arceus to hunt. And the fact that I haven't gotten the Rowlet is crazy. Like, I showed you guys earlier the one screenshot where I had 4 Rowlet outbreaks, a Dartrix outbreak, and one of the Rowlets was a starred one, giving me the secondary Dartrix horde. Still haven't gotten Rowlet. I have Rowlet, Dartrix perfected. Can't get it. Can't get it. Am I consistently hunting everything? I don't know if I would say that exactly. I mean, I'm still doing other stuff. I am trying to really hang out with friends. I'm trying to really focus on hanging out with friends and seeing people right now, because I'm potentially a month away from moving. So I'm trying to prioritize. That'll be a turbulent time for the channel. I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot. I'm going to try to have clips and post videos, but I'm not going to be able to stream a ton when I'm trying to move, which sucks. Like, we'll have to pack, then we'll have to drive across the country, I'll move into the new house, the internet company will have to come and set up. I could be down for weeks, which sucks, because I'm really trying to get this back. But the sooner I move, the sooner I get it done, and you know, then I'll be all set. Man, I hope everything goes well during the move. Me too. Me too. I like being under the stairs. That's right, you guys live in my house. Forgot. Barry's in the attic, right? I gotta go to an attic in Florida now. Yeah, it's gonna be really hot, Barry. I'm not air conditioning the attic. And there's no basement in Florida, you guys. There better be quality stairs in Florida. Well, actually, Izzy, funny you mentioned, Ashley wants a house without stairs. She wants a single level home. So there will be a basement, and I doubt there will be an upstairs. We'll see, though. There's a good chance there's an upstairs. My parents want to move to Florida. I don't, though. I don't want to be in the same state as Meg. Wow! Imagine not being in the walls. Couldn't be me. Bruh, Barry, savage. That's hurtful. There's closed captioning on my streams. No captions are available. I was gonna say that was weird. The preview was giving me a closed caption option. It's funny. Won't the basement have stairs? There's no basements in Florida. They don't build basements. Basements aren't like a countrywide thing. That's not a thing. They're mostly like Midwestern. No, man, I ain't staying in the boiler. They're gonna be gators or something down there, or worse, Florida men that end up on the. I'm gonna stay under the kitchen sink now. Sink is mine, y'all. I'm sure we'll have plenty of rooms. Somebody can have an actual room. You're weird if you don't have a basement for flooding to occur in. But I don't want flooding to occur in my basement. I call one of the rooms. The walls are kind of small, looking for an upgrade. Why would I want a basement to flood? The house we're selling, I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna miss my house. We've done a lot to it. We made a lot of improvements. We put in all new floors on the main floor, brand new carpet on the top floor. It's freshly painted. We made a lot of improvements here. We put in some new appliances. We sealed up all the issues in the basement. And the biggest thing is that we just put in a brand new furnace and a brand new air conditioner. And I'm really sad that I don't get to, have the best years of it, we got a half a summer and the first winter with it, but I don't have to worry about my house being cooled in the summers anymore because the air conditioner and the furnace are brand new and perfect. And now I'm gonna move to the hottest state in the world, or not the hottest, but it is hot down there. Does that mean no attic if it's a single floor? I think there may still be an attic. I guess I'll take the chimney. Indoor pool. I get to say hi to Santa. Careful when they light it up. There's no chimneys. There some houses do, but there's no use for a fireplace in Florida, you guys. We are gonna have a pool. I will have a pool, which I'm freaking excited about that. I am very excited about that. Very excited about that. But I did kind of convince myself on what I think I want to do. I think I want to take a break and go eat. And then I think I want to stream Sword and Shield, and I think I want to hunt for Krabby and Horsey. Because like I could sew up my shiny decks. I could complete all of Gen 1. Did I ever shut my... They look like they're off. Yo, Chris. Oh, Chris. Hi, Chris. Here's some money. Thank you. Thanks for the dono. I appreciate you. Yo, Chris, how is your Legends Arceus dex coming, man? I could be the Gremlins spawnling lurking in the pool if no one's calling that. Somebody take the pool. Mac, you're giving me a lot of options. Where am I supposed to... You're not giving me a lot? You're giving me not a lot of options. Let's see. You could stay behind the toilet. There's usually a space behind the toilet. It's going all right. I was thinking about it too today, this morning when I played a little Legends, this morning when I woke up. You know, like Floatzel is a normal spawn on the beach in the coastlands. In the Cobalt coastlands, if you go to the Cobalt Coast, like Floatzel is just a standard spawn. It's not an alpha even. There's an alpha in the first one, but you can get like that entire list. Like you could whittle that down. Like I could hook you up with a Spiritomb. I could hook you up with a Spiritomb if you don't want to do the Wisp. Like that one I get, but like the rest of them, like mostly you could just go grab. Who's Drewby? Who's Drewby? And why am I following them on Twitch? They must play Pokemon because they've got a Mareep. But they're playing Elden Ring right now. Man, I appreciate the $1.99 dono. Behind the toilet. I'll just take ventilation. Yeah, I figured California. You don't want to stay behind the toilet, bro? You could stay under the bathroom sink. Izzy's under the kitchen sink, so maybe you could take under a bathroom sink. Closet spaces, you guys. Sounds like Jay's taking either the pool or the walls, so whichever one he doesn't take. Hey, California, how's that Mareep hunt coming? Macboy, nobody wants to stay behind a toilet and stare at somebody's butt. Because that's the problem. That's the problem. The fact that you have to stare at someone's butt, not the dumps people are taking. You're weird if you stay behind the toilet. It's been on hiatus for about a month now. I haven't had a whole lot of motivation. Well, bro, tonight could be the night. You can pull it out, dust it off, grab that pink sheep. Nobody wants to stare at somebody's butt. We're good with the dumps. But if I gotta stare at someone's butt, I'm out. Yeah, I'm sticking with the ventilation and rats. Oh, man. Bro, have you seen some butts out there? Scary. Apparently not the same butts you've seen, Izzy. Honestly, whichever spot I could easily plan my Taco Bell Baja Blast heist in would be best for me, you know? I just want to commit thievery and tax evasion in a chill vibing spot. If you're thieving my Taco Bell Baja Blast, then your best location would probably be under the couch. Because I usually eat my Taco Bell in the living room. So you'd probably want to live under the couch or between the cushions. So. That's where I think you should go. Which, if that's where Jay goes, then that frees up the walls in the pool for the rest of y'all. I'll gossip with the rats, they get me. Living in the attic is horrible, you guys have it lucky. No tax evasion in Mac Boys Home. The IRS is coming for them, not me. Speaking of taxes, I have to do my taxes. I need to do my taxes. They don't like it when you don't do your taxes. For some weird reason. I wonder how the pizza's coming. I feel like the pizza would be done by now. I'm legally allowed to commit tax evasion by some random back alley doctor, Izzy. It's okay. Wow. It's interesting. Okay, so I think what I want to do is delete this. Delete that. What's this? Oh, what's that? I think what I want to do is end this stream and then come back with some Sword and Shield later. Maybe. I'm going to see what Ashley wants to do. I might call it a night if she wants to do something, but I think she had plans to just kind of chill by herself. I think she had some homework to do. So I think I'm going to end this stream, leave this as just a shiny Shaymin hunting stream. And then if I come back for Sword and Shield and do the Krabby or the Horsey, I'll start up a new stream. Also, kudos on beating all the bots, you guys. You did a great job. Give yourselves a pat on the back because you won. Plus, we did 3 hours and 15 minutes of Shaymin hunting today, so it's pretty good. But I will let you guys know in the Discord what I'm gonna do. 1,269. Has my sub counter been changing? Because I've gained subs today. That one says 269. I'm at 267. I do plan on streaming tomorrow. I have some errands to run in the morning. Well, the afternoon. I don't know what time Lowe's opens up. I have to go to Lowe's. We have to get something fixed in our... We have to get something changed in our house. So we have to go to Lowe's, like adults. And what we have to change out our doorways. It's one of the weirdest adult things that I've ever done. But we have to change the doorways. The doorway wood is not the right color. So we have to go buy new doorways and doors. We have to also buy new doors. You sure that they didn't make Shaymin shiny locked? Yeah, I'm sure. Nope. They it is definitely shiny hunted. You can definitely shiny hunt it. Takes there. It's a full odds hunt. It's unaffected by shiny charm, so it's a full odds hunt. It can take a while. No big deal. But yeah, they made it so you can do the runaway method with it, which is cool. So you don't have to soft reset. And this is pretty quick. It's like about 37 seconds faster than the soft resetting. So you get way more interactions with this one. But yeah, I think that's my plan. So I think because it's 7:30 right now, so I think I'll go eat, hang out for a bit, and then I'll talk to Ashley about what she wants to do with her night. And if she's chilling by herself, then I will get on later and we'll do some. I'll maybe start a Masuda hunt for Krabby, and work towards that. Because like I said, I only have 5 Pokemon left for the Gen 1 Shiny Living Dex. And yeah, we can sew that one up. We can do 4 out of the 5 in Sword and Shield, so nice and easy. Yeah. So I think this will be my last Shaymin encounter. No. Well, I had a great day, you guys. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you all. The pack. I hope you guys enjoyed the pack battle we started with today against Kiwi. We had a great pack battle, which we won. We did very, very well there. We got the win 19-15. We had some great hits. Kiwi pulled the Charizard. Very, very cool. And we got a bunch of resets in for Shaymin here, so we're further into the hunt and a little closer to that shiny. So make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you're new. And if you're in the Discord, make sure you join the Discord if you're not. !Discord in the chat. And then in the Discord, just keep an eye out for an announcement, for an update, and I'll let you guys know if I'm hopping on again tonight. Otherwise, I will be on tomorrow with another stream. So thanks, guys. You guys have a great night. Later.